Dear participants, this is an additional information to my talk on research, innovation and extension. Regarding publication, NAAC considers only papers published in index journal or otherwise UGC CARE listed journals. So we are going to have some information in this aspect. On completion of PG project, MPhil research, PhD research or a project, we have to prepare a report and we need to publish the work findings in a research journal. So research journals, there are different types of research journals. So for publication of our article in a journal, we need to select a journal. That is a $1 million question. Which journal I have to select for publication? Here, how do you select a journal for publication for your paper? So as I already told, there are several journals A to Z you can have in your subject. Generally, journals are classified based on peer review process, page charters, subject they publish and access to the researchers. Broadly, it is classified into general and specialized journal. Here the journal science or nature, these are all general journals, so that you can publish any research work in the field of science. But if you take that journal of biophysics or the journal of medical entomology, you can publish only the papers which are relevant to that particular core area. So you can't publish an aquaculture paper in an entomology journal. So here the journals, nature, science are high impact journals, while the journal of biophysics is lower impact. What is impact? So you can ask a question, what is high impact and low impact? Impact factors. So there are several journals available, so that we are ranking the journals based on their impact. So that impact, so ISI journal citation reports is used for the journal impact factor calculation. The journal impact factor is a measure of frequency with which the average article in a journal has been cited in a particular year. So the impact factor will help you to evaluate a journal's relative importance, especially when you compare it to others in the same field. So what is impact factor? Impact factor, so by having this formula, you can know what is impact factor. The formula says that number of citation divided by total number of articles. This impact factor is calculated over a data of 2 years. It looks very simple, but it is not simple as you like. So that impact factor for a journal is calculated based on the formula A divided by B. See, for example, I here explain that what is the impact factor of a particular journal in the year 2019. So for a journal, particular journal, to calculate the impact factor, so you have to use the formula. You have to have minimum 2 years data. So it is for a period of 3 years window period, you need to have 2 years data. So A is nothing but the number of times articles published in the year 2017 and 2018 were cited in indexed journals during 2019. So B is that the number of articles, reviews, proceedings or notes published in 2017 and 18. Okay, here that A is 100, that is 100 citations that articles published in 2017 and 18 have. B is the articles published in a particular period 2018 and 2018, 2 year period. That journal published 200 articles. That 200 articles have citation in the year 2019 100 times. So 100 divided by 200, that is 0.5. That is the 0.5 is the impact factor of that particular journal for the year 2019. So here we told that indexed journal. What is indexed journal? That is a science citation index is a index, citation index. the journals which are listed in the citation index only, that is known as indexed journal, so that the citations of the journal's article of the indexed journal only concluded or only considered for the evaluation or calculation of the impact factor. So earlier science citation index, social science citation index, arts and humanities citation index were available. Now along with that, conference proceedings, book citation, emerging source citations like the internet, like that, so many citations are included, so that we are having so many citation indices, so that citations of a particular paper available on these indices are used for calculation. So the impact factor, who is going to use that impact factor? Librarians. While subscribing a journal for libraries, the librarians used this impact factor as a quality parameter to subscribe. Publishers and advertisers for publishing an advertisement. So authors like us. So if you have a publication in a high impact journal, so that gives an added value while we are going for interview or a project evaluation, like that. Editors for evaluation, they are using these impact factors. So these impact factors, naturally each and every journal wants to improve the their journal impact factor, because the editors, librarians and others are all choose the journals based on the impact factors. So that to improve the impact factor, we have to increase the numerator. So we have to publish more reviews and controversial editorials. So when you want to have a more citation to your article, means if your research paper is a review article, automatically you can have more citations. So if it is a controversial editorial, so now you see that COVID-19, so many papers are appearing on COVID-19. These are all referred by so many people. So that kind of articles fetch more citation. So you have to invite submission from eminent authors. If a particular author who is an eminent or a academic person in a particular field, you ask them to review a paper, so that such a review paper is going to have more citation. Self-citation is also one such a factor, so that whenever you are sending a paper for publication, sometimes or most of the times your reviewers may ask you to cite your papers or that journal papers on your paper. So you have to publish better papers. A paper is in good quality, automatically going to have more citation. So if you can alternatively decrease the denominator, so that you have to eliminate the section, some of the section which are not cited by others, you have to eliminate that section from the journal. So in that way, we have to increase the impact factor, so that some nuisance are there. So for example, a new journal, it can't get citation impact factor for 2 years. Some journals, it take a long period for citation, like that. Some issues are also there. This factor have some favorable properties, like that is citation index have a wide coverage. Then it's so far there is no quality index, so it is the only widely acceptable quality index. Okay, so misuse of impact factor, it is a absolute value of, and if 2 is very impressive in microbiology but not in oceanography, some subject they can't fetch more citations, so that such a journals are less in impact factor, low impact factor. Comparison between different field is invalid. You can't compare a journal in biology with mathematics. It is not a valid one. So it's not good one. So in engineering, the principal scientific output is conference, proceedings, technical reports and patents. So engineering science, they less bother about publishing papers in journals. They are focused on conference proceedings like that. So there the impact factor is less. So only ISI database journals are used. That is Institute of Scientific Information. Their database only considered for impact factor calculation. So that is a disadvantage. So targeting journals. So you have to target a journal which has high impact factor, that is very good for your career. So that time you have to very careful like predatory journal. So here you see that Current Science is a one of the #1 journal in India, which is published from Indian Academy of Sciences. But like that, another journal of Current Science is there. So you should not confuse Current Science with journal of Current Science. Both are differ. So citation analysis. The previous we have discussed the quality of a journal. Here the quality or importance of a researcher, that is known from citation analysis. For example, I have published a paper and my paper has fetched how many citations, or my paper is referred by how many scientists in their work. That is known as citation analysis. Citation indices, so many citation indices are there: acknowledgement index, Chinese science citation index, citation analysis. Indian, they have separate Indian citation index, Google Scholar, like that several citation analysis are there. So you can use and you can find out your paper citation. So what is citation index? It is a vastly different approach to organize and accessing than is a commonly used. Citation searching tends to be used mostly by professional researchers. It is very powerful information retrieval tool. It can be tricky. So here you can see that my paper, which is published in a Journal of Bioscience of Indian Academy of Sciences in the year 2000. I am going to see that how many times my papers are referred by others and it is cited in their papers. So here's two examples I gave. In these two papers, they have cited my references. So that ISI Web of Knowledge service for UK, that is ISI Web of Knowledge, that is used to search that citation analysis. This is a earlier version. Now it is linked with that Web of Science, that is Babylon's that is a researcher ID. So that is you can easily find out. So far I have published, that is 20 papers. See, I have published 40 papers, but that ISI citation analysis, that is 20 only listed. The remaining 20 papers are not listed in their citation database. That is not considered for evaluation. So that my 20 papers only considered for that citation analysis. So that papers have fetched 251 citations. Okay. So that bottom one is that is retrieved, that information of citation is of my papers, that is retrieved from Google Scholar. So here you can see that my citations are 518. Okay, my 40 papers have fetched 518 citations, but in this ISI database, that is the authentic database, it shows only 251. That is because of most of the journals which I have published is not indexed in the Web of Science database. Here this you can see that my profile. Here the profile of that one of the organizer, Dr. A. Amsat of Qadir Mohideen College. For your comparison sake, I have included here. Here you see that SAR has published, that is SAR's publication, 28 were listed in that Web of Science, which fetched 97 citations only. So regarding Google Scholars, you can see that totally 439 citation of his papers. So some differences are there. That is because of indexed service. So you have to publish a paper which is indexed in that science citation index. Otherwise, that paper is not considered for evaluation. Thank you for your patient hearing. Whatever the doubt, you mail us, I will explain. Thank you.